Good. Nice and smooth. Drive. Yeah. Drive it.
They followed the instructions that we give them with HIT training. I could totally transform their physique, their body.
You see, that's the difference between us 8-time Mr. Olympia.
Using insulin and steroids and other things altogether, this is becoming a ticking time bomb.
Dorian Yates is more than just a name in the world of bodybuilding. He is a living legend, a force that redefined what it meant to push the limits of human strength and determination. Born on April 19, 1962, in Hurley, Staffordshire, England, Yates' journey to becoming a bodybuilding icon was anything but ordinary. From a young age, Yates showed glimpses of his extraordinary drive and determination. His childhood adventures, like the time he ran 45 laps around the track during a charity run while his peers dropped out, revealed the tenacity and mental fortitude that would later become his trademark in the bodybuilding world. Yates' entry into bodybuilding was serendipitous. While training at a gym in Birmingham, he caught the eye of a bodybuilding coach who recognized his potential. This encounter marked the beginning of Yates' transformation from a determined young man to a bodybuilding phenomenon. The era of Dorian Yates in bodybuilding is synonymous with dominance and innovation. He burst onto the professional scene in the late 1980s, quickly making a name for himself with his unmatched size, symmetry, and conditioning. His signature pose, the lat spread, became legendary, showcasing the breadth of his back muscles like no one else. What set Yates apart wasn't just his physical prowess, but also his mindset. He approached bodybuilding with a level of dedication and focus that bordered on obsession. His single-mindedness and refusal to be distracted by the allure of fame or indulgence set him apart from his peers. During his competitive years, Yates' reign as Mr. Olympia was nothing short of spectacular. He won the prestigious title 6 times consecutively from 1992 to 1997, solidifying his status as one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. His approach to training, known as high-intensity training, HIIT, revolutionized the sport, emphasizing shorter but incredibly intense workouts that maximized muscle growth and strength. Yates' impact on bodybuilding extended beyond the stage. His philosophy of discipline, hard work, and mental toughness inspired countless athletes to push their own limits and strive for excellence. His legacy lives on in the countless bodybuilders who continue to emulate his training methods and embody a spirit of relentless pursuit of greatness. Childhood adventures, Dorian stories. Growing up in Hurley, Staffordshire, England, Dorian Yates' early years were not just a prelude to greatness, but a tapestry of extraordinary moments that hinted at a remarkable path he would later tread. Even as a child, he exhibited traits that would define him as a legend in the world of bodybuilding. One of the most captivating tales from Yates' childhood revolves around his participation in a charity run at school. While most kids completed a few laps, Yates, driven by his innate competitive spirit, went above and beyond, circling the track an astonishing 45 times. This remarkable feat not only showcased his physical stamina, but also hinted at the mental resilience that would become his trademark in the years to come.
On. Good. Nice and smooth. Drive. Yeah. Drive it. Drive it. Bring it up. Yes. Release. Yes. You want more? Yes.
Another intriguing aspect of Yates' childhood was his fascination with the annual Bonfire Night celebrations in England. On November 5th, a day commemorating the foiling of the gunpowder plot, Yates' enthusiasm reached new heights. Armed with an axe, he embarked on a mission to construct a massive bonfire, demonstrating his adventurous spirit and a penchant for embracing ambitious challenges. Yet, Yates' childhood adventures were not solely about physical prowess. They also reflected his curious and determined nature. He was renowned for his keen observation and analytical skills, whether it involved studying the behaviors of his peers during a race or unraveling the intricacies of constructing a bonfire. These early traits laid the foundation for his later successes in bodybuilding. Moreover, even in his formative years, Yates exhibited qualities of a leader and a risk-taker. His willingness to push beyond perceived limits and tackle daunting tasks set him apart from his peers. These early experiences sowed the seeds for the relentless work ethic and mental fortitude that would catapult him to become one of the most celebrated bodybuilders in history. Yates' independent bodybuilding philosophy. Dorian Yates' approach to bodybuilding was as distinctive as his iconic physique. His philosophy can be summed up in one word: independence. Unlike many in the industry who sought validation and mentorship from established figures like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Yates chose a different path, one of self-reliance and unwavering determination. Yates' journey in bodybuilding was marked by sheer grit and relentless pursuit of excellence. He wasn't interested in cozying up to the big names or playing the game of seeking favors. In the world where networking and alliances often paved the way to success, Yates stood out as a lone wolf, carving his legacy through sweat, iron, and unyielding dedication. One of the key aspects of Yates' independent philosophy was his refusal to conform to traditional norms or seek validation from others. He believed in charting his own course, pushing his limits, and setting his standards of success. This mindset propelled him to unprecedented heights in bodybuilding, culminating in 6 consecutive Mr. Olympia wins, a feat that solidified his place in the annals of bodybuilding history. Yates' independence extended beyond his training regimen. It encompassed his entire approach to the sport, including his interactions within the bodybuilding community. While many would have eagerly sought guidance or exchanged pleasantries with a figure like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Yates remained distant, almost aloof. This wasn't out of disrespect, but rather a reflection of his staunch belief in self-sufficiency and self-reliance. His refusal to engage in the politics of the industry or seek shortcuts to success earned him admiration and respect among his peers. Yates' approach wasn't about playing the popularity game or seeking external validation. It was about proving himself on the stage, under the harsh glare of the spotlight, where his hard work and dedication spoke volumes. Yates' independent philosophy also manifested in his training methodology. He was known for his intense, no-nonsense workouts that pushed his body to its limits. There were no shortcuts or compromises in Yates' training regimen. Every rep, every set was a testament to his unwavering commitment to excellence. Schwarzenegger versus Yates. Differing perspectives. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Dorian Yates, two titans of the bodybuilding world, embodied contrasting perspectives that shaped the sport's trajectory and ethos. Their differing viewpoints reflected not just a clash of eras, but also fundamental ideologies about what bodybuilding represented. Schwarzenegger, the charismatic colossus of the 70s bodybuilding scene, epitomized the era of aesthetics and charisma.
I'm trying to keep up with you now.
You see, that's the difference between this 8-time Mr. Olympia.
Just relax. Knees together. I don't have any weak points.
He popularized bodybuilding, taking it from a niche interest to a mainstream fascination. Arnold's vision of the sport was intertwined with showmanship, charm, and a focus on sculpting a visually striking physique. His influence extended beyond the gym, transitioning seamlessly into Hollywood and becoming an iconic figure synonymous with bodybuilding's golden era. In stark contrast, Dorian Yates emerged in the 90s as a powerhouse of mass and conditioning. His reign as Mr. Olympia, marked by 6 consecutive wins, signaled a shift towards a more hardcore, no-nonsense approach to bodybuilding. Yates prioritized functional strength, muscular density, and a relentless work ethic over traditional notions of aesthetics. His philosophy was about pushing boundaries, embracing intensity, and honing a physique that excelled not just in appearance, but in performance. The clash of perspectives between Schwarzenegger and Yates was evident in their critiques of modern bodybuilding trends. Arnold, vocal about his concerns regarding the obsession with sheer size and extreme measures, represented a more traditional view rooted in aesthetics and presentation. He questioned the direction of the sport, fearing it had strayed from its artistic and health-focused origins. On the other hand, Yates defended the evolution of bodybuilding, arguing that it was a natural progression driven by the demands of the sport and advancements in training methodologies.
Using insulin and steroids and other things altogether, this is becoming a ticking time bomb.
If you're a natural bodybuilder, or you're just trying to improve your physique, and of course you don't want to use steroids.
Not to mention the negative health effects.
They believe that it's a time issue. They don't have enough time. Not a lot of time that you need focus, but you don't need a lot of time. They followed the instructions that you give them with HIIT training. I could totally transform their physique, their body.
In contrast, Yates was deeply entrenched in the world of modern bodybuilding, actively competing and shaping the sport's narrative through his performances and outspoken views. His hands-on approach and willingness to embrace change positioned him as a driving force behind the evolution of bodybuilding in the 90s and beyond. The clash of Schwarzenegger's charisma-driven era and Yates' hardcore intensity defined a pivotal period in bodybuilding's history. Their differing perspectives added depth to the ongoing conversation about the sport's direction, its values, and the evolving definitions of success and excellence. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.